Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Carly.
And I'm Ange.
And today we're watching House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 8.
So this is the season finale. I mean, this went by pretty quick, I'm not going to lie. I was really hoping for a longer season considering how long we had to wait for Season 2. But it seems to be ramping up. I mean, at the end of the last episode, we had 2 new Dragon Riders for Team Black. So we've got Hugh on Vermithor. And we've got Ulf on Silverwing. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. And the episode ended with Aemond retreating on Vhagar.
Which was kind of satisfying to see, not gonna lie.
I mean, what I'm expecting from this finale is probably Daemon returning, maybe Otto returning with Daeron, and then also the war starting, like the proper battle. But anyway, should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
It looks straight out of a game.
Yeah!
Essos is as rich and is as vast.
It seems you need us more than we need you.
I think Tyland's out of his depth here, I'm not going to lie.
Not a fan of the heat, obviously.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Ouch.
At what?
Oh, they're going to fight? Oh dear.
A word, Your Grace.
He's going to be like, are you ready yet? Shit. He's getting desperate.
Uh-huh.
Do, but we have an opportunity while he is
An
away.
opportunity to push him out. Take me to my throne.
Oh my
not gonna happen.
gosh.
I shall take him prisoner.
Not going to happen. Nope.
Not
They
then.
made him look exactly like Viserys.
When Rhaenyra
Like the
descends
half-bald head and
into
stuff.
dragons without
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers.
It's best to leave, I think.
Wow.
Rather than do it.
Is that cock is destroyed? Did they tell you that? Yeah. It burst in the flames like a sausage on a spit.
Do not despair, Your Grace. There are better days ahead.
Oh my
Let your
I
gosh.
shouldn't laugh.
And the pretender
Probably
destroy
karma.
themselves
This is what he did in season 1.
bitterness when they are spent. Aegon the peacemaker.
Aegon the coward runs from a fight.
Aegon the rebuilder.
I'm not sure how that's going to look. Will be interesting if they do take him away. So maybe that's what they've got planned with him. Take him away and he'll like re-emerge. Maybe at the end of
Yeah.
season 3 or something, I don't know.
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Off.
Oh.
It's up to you.
Who's it up to then?
Does he know who he's speaking
No,
to?
I don't think so.
Prince of Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I'll have an apology.
Oh
from you.
my god.
Ah, the young prince. Look at that hair.
Wait.
What's that say?
Let them tell us.
Don't be saying
Oh, that's
that.
gonna really piss him off.
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
It's a sacred inheritance of which you know nothing.
Forgive him, my prince.
Wolf is the loosest unit, man. What was that?
I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
He doesn't belong here.
Yeah, he seems very misplaced, doesn't he?
Helena. She does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled.
Oh shit, there's no way.
Dreamfire. Catch
I know
her
she
body
hardly
is
likes
there.
going out into town.
She is formidable. Still, Helena is no warrior.
Okay. I feel like they're setting that
Yeah,
up.
they're setting something up for sure.
He will not stop at Burning Sharp Point, and he will not be denied.
The Greens might force Helena,
Aww.
I wish it was not so.
especially Aemond.
I've given her a new name.
Rhaenys.
Queen who never was.
Oh. Basically.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I aim to march on King's Landing before he can catch me.
May I have a word in private, Your Grace?
Damon's got a pep in his step. I think he's excited that things are finally working out for him.
And in times like this... Did you hear something?
He's been hearing shit for weeks.
But what we need in this moment is a king.
Is that gonna...
Likes that.
Yeah, but he's just gone on this journey
I know.
away from that. Is he gonna reject that notion? Or is he gonna lean into it? I doubt it. Not after all this time.
Yeah. I think the purpose of him being here was
To set
that
that
he
up.
would reject it.
Yeah.
We must all make our sacrifices.
He's like a cartoon character. Bloody love him, honestly.
I know.
The actor's magnificent.
I was happier before I was queen.
That every queen in this show ever.
Yeah, Alicent can definitely sympathise with that.
Now,
Pretenders raise new riders against us, and we must answer
Yep.
in kind.
Yep.
I need you to fly with Trimfire to battle.
end.
Oh my gosh.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question.
They have defiled our birthright.
Excuse me.
Are in peril today more than yesterday.
Peril that moved you to burn the town of Sharppoint. Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation.
Ooh,
You wished your
facts.
Hmm.
Very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
This is a tough situation. They
Not
need her dragon, man. They do.
But she can't do what they need her to do.
I mean, I'm with Helena, right? Like, I feel sorry for her. She doesn't want to fight, and I don't know how useful she'll be necessarily. But, like, they need her dragon.
Hmm.
And true honour is a mist that melts in the morning.
Just because it's impossible for him doesn't mean it's impossible for everyone else. He's trying to drag them down with him.
Well, I
to
mean,
make
most of the
himself feel
characters,
better.
most of the characters in this show, it applies, to be honest.
To die will be a kind of relief.
He's very different now
Anything.
compared to what he was like. He used to present himself as like this alpha character, but he knows now, after seeing the dragon, that he's pretty much nothing, right?
Yeah. Oh. Is that Lannister?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is what she had in mind? Got to best her in mud fighting? Mud wrestling?
Ew, what? Oh. Oh, shit.
What the heck is...
Oh. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's what they wanted, wasn't it? Okay.
To the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his most...
There have been a few absolutely outrageous scenes in this season.
Yes.
Where I'm just like, what in the shit is going on?
Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
They're all weirdos here, man.
I have not.
He's like, you know what? I've changed my mind about you people. Don't worry.
Yes, my lord.
Punch her again.
Carly.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
I'm not pouting.
He's always pouting.
Always pouting.
Literally always pouting.
Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
Not really letting him do much, though.
Well, he came up with the ideas.
I know, but he's definitely being
Fighting for
he's being
dragons.
sheltered for sure.
Salute the captain's daughter.
He's had the toughest task.
I agree. Worse than Damon.
Yeah, out of everyone in this show so far.
I will be pleased to sail at your side. And my captain's with me.
There you go. He only needed to be humiliated about 8 times.
Lord Tyler. You are a handsome man. You have proven your worth and virility. I wish to have children.
Oh! What?
Unintentional Riz is the worst kind, Carly. Him in that mud pit.
Oh, I was doing something to her, that's for sure.
I want you to fuck my wives.
I see.
How many wives do you have?
He's now not regretting the trip.
No, I think he's regretting it even more.
He's going to be there for a little while longer.
Oh, and some more of these little birds.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't make it past season 3, episode 1.
Yeah.
I said more of these little birds.
A
He's
knight
really pissing me
will
off.
comport himself with grace at the Queen's table.
Best make me a knight then.
Fire him.
Wait!
Just send him back. Send him back.
Forget yourself. Sense of humour do you all good.
He's a dickhead. He's a massive dickhead. They have no choice but to deal with it, though.
I know.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
Just like his final test or some shit.
What the?
Oh, shit.
Three-eyed raven. Oh
Hey!
my gosh.
Seeing the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely his last test. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
There she
Oh
is.
my gosh. Okay, so he's looking into his future.
It's all
Right.
a story.
Helena.
Oh, because she's got the dragon's dream.
You know your part.
He's not as significant in the story as he thinks. Maybe. Or as he wanted to be. That's the final test, right? He's got to...
Let her enemy see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse,
Yeah.
will
What's
you
he gonna
burn
do?
me as he did Aegon?
Oh, shit. She knows everything, man.
I saw it.
That's what she was getting at earlier then in the season.
You burned him. Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory.
Oh my god.
You'll be dead.
Hey, she's seen spoilers, man. She's watched all Game of Thrones as well in that bloody tree.
And you are never seen again.
She literally just saw everything, right?
Yeah. Well, and Damon too.
Yeah, so I think Daemon now sees the true threat, right? With the White Walkers and all of that, the Night King. He's like, oh, screw being king,
Yeah.
right? That's the final
the
test.
extinction of the dragons.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
The realm's only hope
mean, it would be pretty shit writing if he said, "No, see ya."
Yeah, if that wasn't enough for him, nothing would have been. Oh.
Oh shit! Look at all these men she's got now.
Yep. They'll burn you alive.
Lukikos don Tawur. Siula. My queen.
I hate that they're related.
Yeah.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
Matt Smith, man.
He's been waiting. I know Matt Smith's been waiting for a good moment like that.
Dude in the back's a legend, by the way. Strong. What's his first name? I forgot.
I've forgotten.
I am trying to help you.
You want to help me?
Oh shit. Here it comes.
We've needed this.
After all these years, a reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Do you know what it was like for us?
Yeah, good, he needs to know this.
We snared upon us bastards, never sure of the bread to feed us. Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Oh shame.
You are dismissed.
Shut up and listen to him.
In the market, from cold dawn until sunset. And now that boy is dead. And his sister before him. And the other took his place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
using him.
pretty shitty of him.
And I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help.
You know, that's been building up for ages. Finally.
Oh my
Shit.
gosh.
I had to see
Oh
you.
shit.
That's where she wanted to go.
What the hell?
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. The crown will pursue war and victory at any cost. But as for me, I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
Wow.
It's too late. What has it got to do with me?
Wants her to go with her or something? What?
Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
She's biting her nails again.
Yeah.
Amy will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands.
Oh my gosh.
When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood.
How could she trust that?
Enter as a conqueror.
It's not going to happen. She's going to use that information
With
and
a stronger hand.
do something else.
Still, you imagine you can have all you want. without
This is a shambles.
The press, I have no choice.
What I
Dr. Pay
is to set
She's
things right.
desperate.
an end to the opposition. I must take Egon's head.
Oh shit.
And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. However, you may try to.
Yeah, all the people that have pledged loyalty to Rhaenyra, like, they got to see results, man. They'll just try to usurp it again, otherwise.
A son for a son.
Oh, shit. She going to say yes.
I think she is as well. Ooh.
I am at last myself. With no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air. And be free.
I don't think she'll feel free once all that shit happens. Dang, the battle's not even going to start, it looks like. Maybe they could have done with an extra 2 episodes. Maybe Otto will come back or something to end the season.
I'm expecting to see him. Once it's so bad. Oh my gosh, she says wings? Oh! Prisoner? What?
But you're
What happened
shitting me.
to him?
Who took him? Yep, they're going.
Not gonna be able to have him killed.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot that Laris was... I just didn't think Aegon would go, necessarily, but I guess he's got no choice.
He did nod at the end of
Yeah.
Laris's little spiel.
Yeah, true. Laris kind of clutched up for Team Green there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so there were some pretty big moments in that episode. I thought it was lacking something.
Really? I personally didn't feel that way. I know you wanted the battle to start, maybe it was that.
Not even just a battle. There were a couple of moments that were better than a lot of the season. You know, it didn't really feel like a top-notch episode. You know, when you see the runtime of 70-something minutes, I just expected a little bit more to happen. And if I'm talking about, like, the significant moments in the episode, like Daemon bending the knee, but we all knew that was going to kind of happen after seeing him go through all this, right? That was probably the biggest moment of the episode, along with Alicent coming down. But I didn't like that Alicent scene necessarily that much. It's weird.
I think it's bold.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the scene very much with Alicent and Rhaenyra. Like I was on the edge of my seat. Like those two on screen together, I don't know, I love it so much. I mean, I hate that she agreed to
That's what I'm saying.
kill her child, but I don't hate it for the character.
No,
I'm thinking like, okay, Alicent's gone away on her little pilgrimage, on her little finding herself moment. What's going to come of this? And they were building up that scene so much. I'm like, okay, she is going to spill the hot tea. What is she here for?
Her just escaping would have been way better. Her just leaving it, just leaving everything behind. Her just
right.
getting out of there. Not going to the
She
Blacks.
needed to make sure that Helena and Helena's child or children.
Yeah, let's talk about Helena. So she absolutely destroyed Aemon there towards the end, and he wasn't having it. He got so angry.
Yeah, I have to say this is probably so basic, but I think Helena is like my favorite character. This episode especially, I just found her so interesting, like what she had to say.
Yeah.
And then, the shared dream with Daemon.
That was interesting, right?
That's what I guess that was.
Yeah, so they saw so I guess her and Alice can see all that sort of stuff, and they've seen the prophecy and the White Walkers, the Night King. You know, they're both in the end just like, whatever you want doesn't matter. You're all going to perish some way. Yeah, winter is coming and all that. That was a nice Easter egg. Again, the time that they spent on Thailand, Lannister, and
what was that?
That was all.
I will say that was just it was awful.
That was some nonsense. I hate to say it, but
so like that and Ulf.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying them as part of this story. They feel very misplaced.
I can see what they're doing with Ulf, though.
I feel like he's from a different world. Like, I feel like he's not part of it. I feel like you know how sometimes in a story, like, the narrator will come in and they're not part of the story. Like, no one can see them, but they're there.
Yeah.
And they have a different presence and stuff. I feel like he's that.
No, I actually see him progressing the story a little bit. And what I mean by that is, I think it's setting up a potential rift within House Black. You can just see that he might be very selfish on the dragon, or he might think himself invincible on the dragon. Like, who does he care about those commanding him? He has a dragon.
Yeah, no, he has a massive head now.
And a big dragon.
He's the kind of guy you hate to have, like, you know, something like this. Like, I feel like at least with Hugh, he's taking this role seriously. He understands that riding a dragon is, you know, incredibly important. And Adam too, yes.
Yeah.
They're taking it seriously. I don't know, their character, it just matches, but with Ulf, it's like, he's just not someone you want getting these privileges, you know, because it gives him a big head, and I feel like he will just die as soon as the battle starts, to be honest. And probably not even by a dragon either. Someone's probably just going to shoot him up in there and that's going to be it.
Yeah, I see that sort of fate for him.
I see him going out in the worst way.
What do you think happened with Otto?
Was he on a ship?
I'm not sure, but he looked like he had been in a bad way for a little while. So
Yeah.
maybe he got intercepted on the way.
Why wouldn't Dayron, I don't know how to say his name, write and be like, yo, where's Otto? Like, surely they would have contacted Dayron and that side being like, Otto's on the way. Like, prepare a bed for him or something. I don't know. And
yeah,
like if he never rocked up, that's why I'm thinking maybe it's like Dayron and his side that have imprisoned him.
Oh, surely not.
I don't know.
Maybe they've got.
Surely.
Maybe they got captured on the way back.
Okay,
No, but he would have brought an army.
Communicated that. It would have been like in a letter, like, okay, Otto's on the way back now, and they would have been expecting him, and he never would have come.
I'm not sure. I expected him to rock up in a boss moment. Didn't happen.
I know, it's quite sad, isn't it?
It is what it is.
I mean, jail cell somewhere.
I'm not sure what's happened to him, so that would be interesting to see. I think my favorite parts about this episode would have been Damon and Rhaenyra reuniting was really good. I really liked that montage sequence of the White Walkers and like the impact that you could see it had on Damon.
If you've seen Game of Thrones, that hits so different as well.
Yeah.
I like how they went out with like a bang for Damon because like it was very slow for him. You had
speech.
like, his mum and then you saw Viserys. Maybe that wasn't enough. So
yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Has to be something huge. And yeah, it was. The future scared the crap out of him.
Yeah, and his speech at the end was great.
Mm.
I think it was nice to see Corlys and Alan have that scene. It was much needed, I think.
I agree. There was a lot that had to be said. You could tell he was just suppressing that for so long.
Especially when they're going to fight side by side or whatever, or like, prepare for this war.
It's understandable that he had enough, Alan.
Yeah.
He's like, you can tell me what to do, but like, do not tell me to be happy about it. Like, you can't just use me and...
Yeah.
Yeah, Corlys needed to hear it. I know Corlys doesn't like to be uncomfortable or hear what he doesn't want to hear, but he just had to shut up and listen to it. He owed Alan that much.
Yeah. Season 1 was so good.
Yeah.
It was very in line with how good Game of Thrones could be.
Yes.
And I just thought that it's just a little bit more sloppy in this season. There were just a lot of...
I agree.
Weirdly placed scenes. I don't think the characters were as compelling. I don't think the conversations between the characters were as good. There were a couple of good ones. I felt like by the end of this season, we didn't really progress from the start of the season, from where we were at the start of the season. We had a couple of character deaths, but aside from that, it's just been more set up for the battle. Honestly speaking, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but let's say season 3 comes out. Aside from the whole Damon progression, I don't think we're much further along than where we were at the end of season 1. And if they skipped straight to season 3, I don't think I'd have too many questions. That's kind of what I'm getting at. That's where my disappointment lies a little bit. I also think there were some really sloppy scenes. Not episodes, because I felt like every episode, maybe bar one.
Yeah, 1 or 2 episodes I sort of felt like not too much really happened there.
But what I'm saying is like, I think every episode kind of had its highlights. But there were some where just like an entire half of the episode was just kind of nothing happening. And Aegon starred, I think, for the early episodes. They turned Aemond into less of an interesting character and more like an anime villain. He seems like an anime villain to me.
He does, actually, yeah.
And although I think Rhaenyra is like really nice, and at the start of the season I was like, you know what, this is a nice character. She just ended up boring me a lot in this season.
Found her most interesting when she shared scenes with like Alicent and Damon.
Yeah.
Even like with the dragons too. I think she really thrived there.
Yeah, I mean the scenes with the dragons were fantastic. I just think the writing got a little bit sloppy and lost its flair a lot this season. You had some really weird scenes. The whole mud pit scene, I feel like you could have done a 5-minute scene with Thailand in this episode and be done with that.
And leave out the mud.
The mud and just him being disgraced and all of that is just silly. And then, obviously a lot of the scenes with Daemon in Harrenhal were repetitive. And sure, some might argue that it builds to this moment, but It didn't need to go on for that long, I think, exactly. But, you know, the Damon side of this episode was probably my favorite, the Damon and Rhaenyra
Yep.
reunion. For some reason, I just wasn't as invested in the conversations. In this franchise, it can kind of thrive just off two characters having a conversation. I just thought, like, season 1 just did it way better. Season 1 was, like, phenomenal. I give it like a really high grade, you know, that's why I was so excited for this. And then finding out there were only going to be 8 episodes, and then realizing that the battle's not really started just yet, and now we're probably going to have to wait another few years. I don't know, I was a little bit let down by this season, I would say. Still had some really good moments overall, but...
It's my general feelings over season 2 as well. Like, good moments, but not as great as season 1, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And now we do have to wait probably a long, long time for season 3.
Yeah. I know there were some of you guys that, like, really enjoyed the way it was paced and everything like that, so... at least not everyone sort of shares that sentiment, but I have seen the ratings have been down quite a bit. Let us know what your favorite episode was, or what some of your favorite moments of the season were.
Which character did you enjoy the most?
Oh yeah, and maybe we can end off with that. Like, was there a character that stood out for you this season?
I loved Helena.
She barely had any scenes.
I know, okay,
which
if I didn't choose Helena...
I hate to say it, that kind of shows you where this season's at, though. You know, if your favorite character was Helena this season, I mean, like, she had maybe, like, 5 lines, which is a real shame, but...
I know, I wish she had more. Damon was a slow burn. I loved it at the end for Damon. This episode where he finally just, you know, bent the knee, if you will. But he was pretty... excruciating up until then.
Yeah.
So I can't say he was.
I mean, for me, it was clearly not my favorite character, but I thought the most compelling character was Aegon for sure. For me,
yeah,
especially
nice.
early on. I thought, we just saw a different side to the character, and I thought the actor was magnificent in his role. He had to play a lot of different sort of roles throughout this season.
He killed it. The actor,
he
commanded
presence.
The role.
Commanded presence when he was on the screen.
Yeah.
So I thought he was the clear standout, sort of most interesting character. In terms of character that I really like, that I'm rooting for, again, like Helena's really sweet. Jace as well. I thought he deserved more scenes as well from Team Black.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I really liked Jace.
More involvement. Maybe we get that next season. But
yeah.
I don't know where he's at with his mum at the moment. So that'll be interesting to see how that all unravels. Thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help us out. For early access to all of our reactions, you can support us on Patreon if you'd like. And yeah, thank you so much again. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!